Hey guys, it's BiggestAGFanEVer here, back again, and today I'm going to be showing you guys 10 tips to buying retired American Girl dolls online. As of right now, I have 37 American Girl dolls, and out of those 37, the 4 of them that are in front of you right now are ones that I have bought retired online. I also bought another retired doll online recently, but we'll get into that later. So to start off, you want to think about which doll you would want to buy online. Do you want a historical doll, a Girl of the Year doll, or a Just Like You doll? Which doll you want will really influence the amount of money you will need. I suggest making a list of 2 to 5 dolls that you are considering buying, just so that way you have a couple more options for when you're looking online. Here is my list. Sometimes when you look up those dolls, they could be way more than you expected them to be. Like this $5,000 Molly. That's why the next step that I would suggest is making a budget and sticking to that specific budget. Say you wanted a Sonali doll, but your budget is only $100, and the cheapest one you can find is $360. You might want to wait a bit longer and save up more money, or you could just find a different doll on your list, like this $100 Leia here. One factor that will influence the price of the doll is whether they are new in box or used. There are many confusing acronyms that are used on these websites, such as new in box, never removed from box, and excellent use condition, so make sure to be aware of them and what they mean. Some sellers will also list the dolls as new in box or never removed from box, but really they just repackage them by putting them back in the box and saying that they are new in box. So be sure to be aware of dolls like this one, because they will often cost way more money than a doll that is gently used and includes a box like this one. The next tip I would like to share with you guys is that there are several different places to find retired dolls online. The one that most people search on is eBay, but there are also websites like Craigslist and a lesser known one, Mercari, that will often sell the same dolls for almost half the price. Like, take a look at this Marisol doll. On eBay, she is $200, but on Mercari, she is $120. So definitely be sure to look around a bit to find the best deals possible on your dolls. While you are looking, be aware of listings with only a couple of photos or photos that are really blurry. When you come across a listing like one of these, just skip it. Seriously, go right past it. Sometimes sellers will be trying to hide marks or defects in a doll, so it's not worth risking your money on it, especially since American Girl dolls are so expensive. So, once when you think that you have found a doll that you like, be sure to look at all of the pictures in detail, and zoom in if you have to. Also, don't forget to read any description available. If the seller lists or shows any defects and you fail to look at it, then you're at fault and might not be able to return the doll. And trust me, you'd be pretty disappointed. As you are zooming in and examining the photos, there are a couple things that you might want to look out for. While doing this, you will want to consider your American Girl morals, as I like to say. If you don't feel comfortable buying a doll with marks on them, then don't. Wait to save up a little more money and buy one without marks. But if you don't mind buying a doll with marks, then buy one with marks. It all depends on your personal preference, because after all, it is your money that you're spending. If you're looking for a doll in pristine condition, here are some red flags that you will want to look out for. A doll with loose limbs, a doll with an X on the butt, a fake or counterfeit doll, a doll with markings on the skin, hair that seems to be dry or frizzy, rips in the body cloth, cut body tags, long body tags on dolls that are supposed to have short body tags, cut neck strings, zip ties on dolls that are supposed to have neck strings, an American Girl stamp on dolls that are supposed to have a Pleasant Company stamp, and dolls with silver eye. If the photos or description don't accurately show or depict these things, but everything else seems to be legit, don't be afraid to ask the seller for more photos showing some of these things that you might be nervous about. In many cases, they would be happy to provide more photos or description on the doll. So you display interest in a doll, and the seller says that they will give you a discount if you pay them outside the app. Don't do it. If a seller ever asks you to do interactions with shipping outside the app, don't agree to this. Most times, this means that it will be a scam. You will end up sending them the money, and they won't ever give you the item. Or, when it comes to returns, you will send the item back, and they won't give you the money back. If this is the case, websites such as Mercari and eBay cannot do anything to help you. So just stick to the website, honestly. The last piece of advice I will give you is to trust your gut and don't rush into it. If there is a doll that you want, but something seems off with the listing you're looking at, don't risk it. Remember that there will always be another listing with the doll that you are looking for. So it is not worth the risk of buying a doll that you're not going to be 100% satisfied with. Now you're probably wondering, what is with all these photos on the screen? Remember earlier when I said I bought another doll online, but we'd get to that later? Well, later is now. And those were the photos of the listing. Now here are the photos of the doll when I received it. The seller said that the box was in perfect condition, but it came scuffed up. There were also several marks on the doll that weren't shown in the photos or listed in the description by the seller. I even asked her if she had any marks on her, but she didn't respond. There were 3 marks on the face that were blackish brown, 2 white marks on the left leg, and 3 blackish brown marks on the left leg as well. I totally did not trust my gut here. I had a feeling that something bad was going to happen, but I just really wanted a Sonali doll. So yeah, I definitely didn't trust my gut with that Sonali doll. That's why I wanted to make this video, to make sure that you guys would know the proper tips for buying retired dolls online. Luckily though, I was able to return her and get all of my money back, so it worked out okay in the end, I guess. So if you enjoyed this video, be sure to subscribe for more videos like this, hit the like button, and comment below if you have ever bought a retired doll or a doll in general online. Thanks for watching. See you guys in the next video. Bye bye.